Hello, Red Army, Stretford End faithful, and every single Manchester United supporter from whole the world. Welcome back. Pull up a seat, grab yourself a brew, and buckle in, because today we are diving deep into the transfer gossip that has got Old Trafford buzzing like it hasn't in years. The summer window is nearly upon us, and United, under whatever fresh dawn they're trying to build, appear to be meaning serious business. We're talking about names that would genuinely set the theatre of dreams absolutely ablaze. So stay right here, smash that follow button, and do not, I repeat, do not go anywhere, because the updates are coming thick and fast, and you'll want to be first in line when the next bomb drops. Let's kick things off with the one that has the whole of football Twitter losing their collective minds. According to multiple credible reports coming out of Italy, Manchester United have registered serious genuine interest in AC Milan and Portugal international Rafael Leão. And if that wasn't enough to get the pulse racing, the player himself has gone on record confirming that he will be leaving the San Siro this summer. Let that sink in for a moment. One of the most electrifying, jaw-dropping, defenders in nightmares wingers on the entire planet has told the world he's done at Milan, and United are right there in the mix. Now ask yourself honestly, when was the last time United had a left winger who could genuinely make you leap out of your armchair on a cold Tuesday night in November? Leão is that player. The man is pure box office. He's got the raw pace that burns fullbacks alive, the low centre of gravity that lets him glide past challenges like they aren't even there, and the finishing quality to make goalkeepers look utterly foolish. On his day, he is absolutely unplayable. And his day comes around a lot more often than it doesn't. The question, of course, is the fee. Milan do not do bargain deals, and Leão's value is not the kind that comes with a friendly discount. This will cost United proper money. We're talking a figure that starts with a very bold number. Now here's one that will divide opinion in the most spectacular fashion. Word from inside Carrington, and these are people who know the club better than most, is that Mason Greenwood is considered one of the top targets to return to Old Trafford this summer. The former academy graduate who was producing moments of such outrageous quality that old-timers were reaching for comparisons to the very best could be coming home. Football is a complicated, messy, deeply human sport, and Greenwood's story is more complicated than most. But from a purely footballing standpoint, the lad can play. He can really, truly play. His time away, most recently at Getafe, has shown a player who has matured, who has found his feet, who has rediscovered the kind of form that once made United fans dream of a generational talent. The idea of bringing him back to the club where it all began, to a fan base he grew up representing, to a dressing room that needs personality and quality in equal measure. There's a poetry to it that only football can produce. And then there's the Rashford situation, which is as messy and emotionally charged as any storyline in English football right now. The Manchester lad, on loan at Barcelona, has reportedly told those around him that he wants to stay in Spain. He likes it there. He's enjoying his football. The sun is nice. But Barcelona, in all their financial chaos and characteristic inconsistency, have so far refused to pull the trigger on the €30 million buy option that would make the deal permanent, which means the Premier League comes calling. Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur and Aston Villa, three clubs who all believe they are building towards something serious, are believed to be monitoring the situation closely. The idea of Rashford, a boy who grew up on the streets of Wythenshawe, dreaming of United, ending up in the red of Arsenal or the white of Spurs, is the kind of thing that should keep United fans up at night staring at the ceiling. Does he go back to his hometown club? Does he cement himself at Barcelona? Or does he pull on the shirt of a Premier League rival and spend the rest of his career with something to prove against the club that let him down? Or that he let down, depending on your perspective. This saga has got more twists left in it. Of that, there is absolutely no doubt. Right, deep breath, because this one hurts to type. Internally at Manchester United, Aurelien Tchouameni is viewed as the perfect long-term successor to Casemiro. And honestly, look at the profile. Commanding in the tackle, elite in his reading of the game, comfortable on the ball, still young enough to anchor United's midfield for a decade. He is, on paper, precisely what United have been crying out for ever since Casemiro's powers began to wane. The problem? Florentino Perez has made it abundantly clear that Tchouameni is going nowhere. Real Madrid, the most politically complex and financially overwhelming institution in world football, have no intention of selling. The fee alone would be astronomical. The wages would break most clubs' wage structures. And then you'd still have to convince the player, a player who currently plays for the most successful club in the history of the sport, that moving to a United side still in the process of rebuilding is the right call for his career. Is it impossible? In football, nothing is impossible. But is it extraordinarily, eye-wateringly, almost prohibitively difficult? Absolutely yes. United will need to dream on this one for now, or find a creative solution that frankly nobody has thought of yet. Enter Matheus Fernandes. The Portuguese midfielder who cost West Ham a £42 million package from Southampton has, in the eyes of the Hammers hierarchy, already nearly doubled in value. They want roughly £84 million for a player United are very much keen on. But United, sensibly, are not prepared to pay the premium that West Ham's desperate financial situation demands they ask for. There is a real fee gap here, and bridging it will require one side to blink. Here's the angle that makes this fascinating. West Ham need the money. That normally means the buying club holds all the cards. But West Ham also know that United's need for midfield reinforcement is genuine, and they'll try to use that leverage for every penny they can squeeze. Watch this space, because if United can get this deal done at a sensible figure, Fernandes is exactly the kind of dynamic, forward-thinking midfielder who could genuinely thrive in what United are trying to build. What a summer this is shaping up to be. Leon for the wing, Greenwood potentially returning, a midfield battle for Fernandes, the Tchouameni dream flickering in the distance, and Rashford's future hanging in the most dramatic fashion. United's summer could define the next 5 years of this club's trajectory. Stay connected, stay sharp, and keep coming back, because the biggest updates in this transfer window are still to come, and you are absolutely going to want to be here when they land. The theatre of dreams is not done writing its story. Not by a long, long way. Meanwhile, Manchester United remain deep in negotiations for Ederson, and make no mistake, this is starting to feel like one of those transfers that quietly moves closer before suddenly exploding into a "here we go" moment. Reports suggest discussions remain advanced, with all parties increasingly confident that an agreement will eventually be reached. And perhaps the biggest thing for United supporters to notice is this: there is no panic inside Old Trafford. The club are not rushing, they are not forcing the deal, and they appear comfortable with how conversations are progressing behind the scenes. That alone tells supporters something important. When clubs feel pressure, prices rise, negotiations become messy, and deadlines start appearing. None of that appears to be happening here. Let that sink in. United are reportedly advancing toward a deal everyone expects to happen without rushing, while discussing a fee lower than many expected. That combination usually creates optimism. But football transfers can change quickly. Supporters know that better than anyone. Until contracts are signed and shirts are held up, caution always remains necessary. Still, the mood surrounding this one feels different. There appears to be momentum. There appears to be confidence. There appears to be genuine belief that Manchester United are moving closer. So, Reds, here is the big question. If Manchester United complete the signing of Ederson for under €50 million, would you consider this one of the smartest signings of the summer window? And where would you rank him among the midfield additions United have made in recent years?